Good afternoon. Today I'll just tell you all about a little bit about Bay Path University. Um, and this session is going to be highlighting healthcare. So as a presenter, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Tanzan Daekyung. I am a transfer admission counselor at Bay Path University. I go with my pronoun as she, her, and hers. One of my favorite spots on campus is the Solarium Garden Room that's located in the admissions EMSL Hall. It's a very special room, typically for our students during the summer and winter time, or during fall and springtime. A lot of students come to that room to study. So if you're on campus, you should definitely check it out. And a fun fact about me is I've loved traveling and photography. And I have my office number and my email, so please reach out to me if you are interested in Bay Path University or have any questions about the transfer process, the tentative degree evaluation. I'm happy to assist you with that process. I'm also happy to set it up like with one-on-one session via Zoom as well. So let me tell you a little bit more about the mission statement at Bay Path. Our university really focus on educating and empowering undergraduate women. For our graduate level, we do offer a program for men and women, and we primarily focus on, having individual students to become a leader in their own personal career, in their communities, and really helping students to kind of flourish and find their identity in this current constant changing world. Some quick facts about Bay Path. We've been established since 1897. We are accredited by NECHE, which is the New England Commission of Higher Education. We are a member of an 8-college consortium. So what it means is, any of the local schools like Western New England University or Elms or Springfield College, suppose you want to take a class there, since we're a member of the 8-college consortium, you can take classes at other institutions as well within the 8-college. In terms of enrollment, we have a total enrollment of 3,300. So I know it may sound a lot, but that is including our undergraduate women and graduate men and women. So total of that. In terms of our Long Meadow campus undergraduate student population, we have about 700. Our average class size is 16, and the student to faculty ratio is 12:1. And I also want to highlight, we are part of the USC AA, and we have 3 division in sports teams: soccer, softball, and volleyball. Okay, in terms of location, we are located in Long Meadow, Massachusetts. And as you can look at the map, we're fairly close to Hartford by 20 minutes, Springfield by 10 minutes. And then if you want to look at the bigger cities like Boston and New York, it's, 1.5 hour to 2.5 hour drive. So if you want to think about, interning at those different cities, there is that internship perspectives to kind of look at that. And then in terms of areas of attraction, we are fairly close to Six Flags New England, the MGM Entertainment Complex, and we're fairly close to the Eastern State Exhibition. So right now, obviously there's the Big E, the annual Big E fair happening, and the drive from our campuses to the Big E is fairly close. And then, of course, we are close to Basketball Hall of Fame and Holyoke Mall. We're also provide, discount ticket price for Springfield Museum for our students. So that's okay. In terms of career focus major, so these are the different areas that we have our programs. So today we're highlighting health science or healthcare, and just want to highlight we have 30 or plus different major career focus, and there's a lot of options to explore. So if you want to do minor and other majors, there's possibility for that. And then for transfer major, our top 5 transfer major is exploratory, forensic psych, pre-occupational therapy studies, psychology, and medical science in the pre-PA program. Okay. Okay, in terms of healthcare major, so I've put together what is on main campus versus what is online and talk. So main campus meaning all the classes or like all the majors that is happening on campus, and it's in-person classroom setting, where the online and the talk, which is the American Women's College, those classes are all taught online. It's 100% offered online. You can learn from anywhere around the world. You can be in Seattle and you can be taking classes at the American Women's College. And it's anywhere 24/7. There are different start time per year. And so the start times are January, March, May, July, September, and October. And there's an option of being full-time versus part-time. And the requirements for GPA is a little lower than the traditional GPA, but I highly recommend, if that's an area that you're interested in pursuing, either a bachelor or certification or RN to BSN, also reach out to the program chair or faculty members to find out more about those specific programs and their requirements in terms of GPA. So for the main campus, we have Health Human Services, a Bachelor of Art, Medical Science. So medical science have different concentration. We have pre-medicine, pre-dental, pre-veterinary, pre-pharmacy, pre-PA, which is pre-physician assistant. And then we also have pre-occupational therapy studies, which is in the Bachelor of Art. On the online, the American Women's College, those are the different areas. The one that I highlighted bold is the nursing RN to BSN. In terms of grad healthcare majors that we offer here at Bay Path University, these are the different areas, and some of the popular programs that students really go and explore is clinical mental health counseling. That is a Master of Science. It is offered online. It is also in person as well. We have programs such as genetic counseling is an area that a lot of students are interested in pursuing after undergraduate studies. That is also a Master in Science. We also have healthcare management, Master of Science, that's offered online. And then we have occupational therapy, which is a Master of OT. That is an in-person classroom setting in the East Longmeadow, which is still part of our campus, but that is another department where another area where students take a lot of their OT classes. And then we have public health. If you do want to pursue a master in public health, we offer that as well. So the graduate program, you do need to apply, and there is a set of like admission counselor who work around with the grad program. So in terms of health and human services, why health and human services at Bay Path? If the whole major, the health and human services, really prepares students to like focus on helping people, right? And the major itself, it really teaches students on like the background in physical, mental health, ethics, communication, and social policy. And the major really helps students to kind of teach students to work in different population and different like health abilities and health condition. They teaches students about funding issue, policy concern, service organizations, political, economic trends, really help students to kind of understand and interact, and how that is making like your ability to learn about these different areas and how you can make a impact in the community. The program also offers internship, job shadowing, service learning projects, site visit, and including guest speaker. So we have Catherine with Wisbicki Steven. She is the Human and Health Service Chair. So I would highly recommend just like checking her on our website. We have contact information on our website as well if you want to reach out to her, or if you would like me to connect you to Catherine with Becky Stevens, I'm happy to do so, and I can definitely connect you to the right appropriate staff member. So these are different health and human services curriculum. So some sample of classes that you will be taking is like abnormal psychology, health psychology. There is a capstone of a healthier community. There's also communicating and helping professionals. So just really exploring that, helping professional. There's so many various helping professional out there, but I think communication is essential in wherever you work. So that course really teaches you how to communicate while helping others. Also to highlight on the health and human services, there are different concentration that students tend to pursue. We have autism spectrum studies, counseling studies, health science, integrative health, public health, special education, and youth development. In terms of careers after your undergraduate study is careers in healthcare, social service, rehabilitation services, and then policy and program administration as well. And then we also have 1 year and 2 year graduate program degree programs. There's some students who do the pathway to 1 to 2 year graduate degree program. They pursue a master in healthcare management, master in clinical mental health counseling, or MSED in special education, and many more on our website. On our left, I have a photo of a student who graduated in 2019. Her name is Janarish Lopez. She's also a transfer student. With the help of her faculty and her advisor, she was able to find a paid internship with the Worcester-based behavioral concept, specialized in the care of children with ASD, which is autism spectrum disorder. She later received a full-time opportunity to work as a therapist at Talcott Center for Child Development in Framingham, Connecticut. Okay, so to highlight on medical science, as a medical science major, you will learn how to make a positive impact, health and wellness of humans and animals. So within the medical science, they really teach on the foundational concept alongside topics such as ethics, spiritual health, wellness, and compassion. The curriculum is really designed to kind of align with the entrance requirements for medical, dental, veterinary science, and physician assistant program. So as mentioned earlier, the program do offer different track. So medical science, and then there's also the pre-medicine, pre-dental, pre-veterinary, pre-pharmacy, pre-PA. So on the right, we have Dr. Bacon. She is the chair of the science department. That is her contact information. If you would like to reach out to her, you can go ahead and reach out to her about the medical science program. Specifically, if you have questions more about a coursework, or maybe you're curious about internship, or maybe you're curious about the workload in the pre-dental program, she would be a great point of contact. And of course, you can reach out to me, but if you have specific questions about the coursework, I highly recommend that you reach out to Dr. Bacon about it. So here are some samples of science curriculum. So some of our students will be taking classes like statistics, chemistry 1 and 2, advanced biochemistry, forensic chemistry, applied biotechnology, intro to neuroscience 1 and 2. So these are some of the samples. It doesn't mean that you'll have to take all of them. It really depends on which program you're interested in and what major. And based on that, you will be taking some of these required classes. And something to make a note also is, our program for the health science major and the medical science majors, we do have the access to the state-of-art equipment. So these equipments are typically found in industry and graduate laboratories. But our BayPath students gain a real-life work experience by having the access to using the different types of instruments. So these are the several different instruments. We have 3,500 genetic analyzer. That instrument is more designed for sequencing DNA, analyzing the fragments for the variety of application. We have things like EZ1 DNA and RNA extraction robot. So you can also see that, we are up to date with the recent equipment, and we make sure that students have access to some of these instrumentation where you can also use it in the classroom setting. I also want to highlight some of the medical science pathways, like what are the pathway options? Yes, you can come in and transfer in and receive your bachelor, but if you are interested in other options or you are up for a challenge for the 3-year bachelor degree. So what that program is an accelerated degree program. You can earn a degree in 3 years, a year-round study. You save tuition costs and you enter the workforce sooner. And typical for a student who wants to do an accelerated program, we do ask for a GPA of 3.0 average, and then we also ask for a writing sample. And then we also have 1 year to 2-year graduate degree program is like you would come in, finish your bachelor program, and then you want to pursue a master, for example, like a master